Hey y'all, what's up? It's Friday, so I'm gonna keep it black, but I'm gonna keep it brief. Mayday! Mayday! We is under attack. The aliens? No, girl, the whites. Oh, girl. And right here in the A. On June 8th, the Georgia Professional Standards Commission unanimously voted to remove the words diversity, equity, and inclusion from the guidelines for recruiting and training public school teachers in Georgia. Apparently, the University System's Board of Regents asked the commission to remove or simplify words that in recent years have taken on multiple and different and unintended meanings. In recent years, that means since 2020. But I am confused because what else could we possibly mean by diversity, equity, and inclusion? Instead, teachers are now contractually required to use words like different or unique. Well, now see, because words have meanings. And to say that somebody is different or unique and applying that verbiage to the Black, Indigenous, and people of color and the alphabet communities that DEI training was created for immediately suggests that white and straight is the norm. Louder for the people in the back. Oh, I ain't said that in a while. Y'all know this is a 3-year anniversary, right? Which is crazy to think that human beings who don't look like you and live the way you do is outside of the normal deviation. And while we're talking about it, talk about it now. Your norm was never even real. Everything you think about whiteness was socially constructed to exist that way. Marketing agencies turned white women into housewives with flipped ends, pushing vacuums, and making potato salad with raisins in it in the 40s. Talk to them. Marketing agencies told y'all to get station wagons in the 50s. Talk to them. Hell, marketing agencies told y'all Jesus was white. Marketing agencies told y'all crack and cocaine was not the same thing. Marketing agencies told y'all Black people were subhuman. Marketing agencies told y'all this land was yours. And this land not your land. This land not my land. Y'all heifer stole it and started vibing. What? Marketing agencies told y'all white men in suits were capable, damn it. When white men in power have been putting other white men in power regardless of acumen and competency simply because it's customary. And not just because of racism, but because your forefathers saw their monarchs do it and didn't want nobody telling them what to do, but wanted some of that aristocracy for themselves. Y'all ain't never once thought for yourselves. And this homogeneity y'all came up with has been established as a norm and basis for which society has been hinged upon to maintain comfort. And now, Georgia, what? You feel that DEI has threatened that constancy for long enough? Oh, she talking today. The point of DEI is to make workplaces more culturally competent for the people who live on the margins of society to truly feel like part of the family, if that's really even the goal. To train those of us that may not experience the multiple different realities that exist other than the white ones. That despite our differences, people are entitled to inclusion, consideration, respect, and decency. But I digress. Now, aside from this being a major hindrance to the educators' abilities to teach a diverse group of students about diverse topics, this kind of mandate puts Georgia teachers between a rock and a hard place because they can't do nothing about it. At least nothing that will cause too much pressure. And why? Because Georgia is a right-to-work state, meaning teachers are prohibited from creating actual unions to protect their work environment. Well, that makes sense. No wonder we wasn't making no money. Unlike the WGA, the DGA, and SAG, ain't no strikes over here, honey. And any teacher who chooses to strike will indeed lose their job. I remember those threats in Fulton County schools during COVID. Ooh, did I say too much? So teachers either got to get with the program or quit, which really means the kids are left with even more of a sham of an education system. And I'm left with hella questions. How are teachers who are Black or gay or disabled or non-Christian supposed to talk to their students about themselves? How will they teach their kids to interact with people who are different from them? What's going to happen with multicultural programs and departments at schools? The CEO of Georgia Educators for Equity and Justice says that diverse teachers won't stick around if they feel psychologically unsafe in their work environments, where there isn't any training around simply how to treat people. And of course, all of this will heavily impact lower income schools with high population of non-white kids, students with disabilities, and ESL students, all of which are already suffering from the lack of diverse and equitable and exclusionary gaps DEI is designed to close. I'm just saying, if all y'all strike, they can't fire all y'all. Now, going for these specific words instead of all Black everything was a smart extremist-like move. Brian Kemp was smart enough to keep his name out of this, but we all know his likelihood to do dirt behind closed doors. Literally. You've been struck by a smooth criminal. But Southern legislators are doing this across the board. Some very entitled white children in South Carolina just got Between the Word and Me by Ta-Nehisi Coates taken out of their AP class because they would feel ashamed about being white. Snitched on this lady because in South Carolina, discussing systemic racism is prohibited in schools. Did you know that? No, because we've been focused on Ronald McDonald's clown ass. And a lot of y'all truly believe he's not banning books about Black people. Just to name a few examples of banned books in Florida and other states such as Texas, Utah, Missouri, and South Carolina include The Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison, Push by Sapphire, The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood, and Genderqueer, a memoir by Maya Kobe, all of which are just about the lives of Black people, queer people, or women. It just so happens that our everyday lives are so affected by and laced with oppression, and it's your fault, so don't feel bad about it. Fix it. I feel like we might owe Miss Stacey Abrams an apology. Not me, y'all.